Alright guys, Charlotte Motor Speedway is our next stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour. It's the All-Star Weekend. First off, it's the All-Star Open. For drivers who has not won a race since the All-Star Race in Season 2. On the pole for the race is Jeremy Doobie. Alongside of him is Aaron Reed, row 2. Jack Richards and Jasmine Acosta. Almost got herself an All-Star spot at Richmond. Only Trey Campbell spoiled that. Johnny Gardner and Charles Jackson's row 3. The 4 car of Ryan Acosta and John Acosta in the 7 has row 5. Or row 4, excuse me. Row 5 has Derek Walker in the 26, Hunter Carlson in the 20. Row 6 has Skyland Carlson in the 21, and the 70 is Zed Weinstein. Row 7 has the 43 of Matthew Rodriguez and the 52 of Michael Dawson. And there's the rest of the field. And the green flag waits. Was 40 laps around this racetrack. Let's see who the top 2 makes it into the All-Star Open. Top 2 makes it into the All-Star Race, excuse me. And the All-Star Race is a 15-car field right now. It'll be a 17-car field in this event. Jeremy Doobie got a good start, but here comes Jack Richards in the 25. Johnny Gardner's going to make a 3 wide through 3 and 4. Johnny Gardner, once that first lap led, he's the points leader coming in. Jack Richards led that lap here. What is it? Larry McReynolds always says on NASCAR on Fox, the night time is the right time. And they are proving this here today. 40 laps around this racetrack. Ryan Acosta in the number 2 position. Charles Jackson in 3rd. Derek Walker in 4th. 5th is Skyland Carlson. And look at this 200-mile-an-hour pace lap for the 6th position. Hunter Carlson's got it right now with Matthew Rodriguez in tow. Derek Walker caught up in the outside of the 26 car, the Quaker State Ford. That's the Retro 92 paint scheme that Brett Bodine drove that year. Johnny Gardner leads that lap here. Here comes Skyland Carlson in the 21. He goes for the number 1 spot. Or number 2 position, excuse me, as he goes past Charles Jackson, the Budweiser Ford number 11. Look at this there. Matthew Rodriguez for the number. That's what position that was for. That was for 3rd spot. He takes it away from Charles Jackson. He's got Eric Webler right behind him in the 4th position, the number 5 car. Josh Sears in the 5th position, number 1 car. Charles Jackson down to the 6th or 7th position there. Michael Dawson being pushed by Jasmine Acosta. You know she wants revenge after she lost to after she just basically lost the All-Star spot in the final quarter lap at Richmond and got shuffled back to 3rd place. Not a bad finish, but Jasmine, you know, wanted that win. Out of turn 4, 3 wide right behind with Zed Weinstein, Josh Sears, and Matthew Rodriguez. And Zed Weinstein comes out with a spot. Not so fast now. Now you got it. Meantime, new leader, Skyland Carlson in the 21. Good look at the pace car. I hate when that happens. This time by will be completing 7 laps, 33 to go here in the All-Star, here in the Winston Open. Charles Jackson to the inside for the number 2 position. Remember, the top 2 transfer into the All-Star Race. It will be a 17-car field. 15 have qualified. 3 of which qualified this season 3 with Jake Sears, Jacob Rodriguez, and Jack Remessen. Michael Dawson the second. Part of that Dawson team. He wants to join Alexander Dawson as part of the Dawson team in the All Star race. He wants to join Alexander, who won the race at Michigan in Season 2 to earn himself a spot. Jasmine Acosta and John Acosta, part of the Acosta team, running 3rd and 4th right now. They want to get themselves into this All Star race, as well as Ryan Acosta in the 4th position in the number 4 car, but only 2 can make it. So that means one of those 3, if they should get in this position, would be the odd man or woman out. Johnny Gardner, number 18 car, gets past both the 6 and the 7. He's got the helper in the 11 car, Charles Jackson. Look at this. This is racing here at Charlotte. You know they want the spots in the All-Star event. I wouldn't be surprised if this All-Star race is like this. Derek Walker in the 26 car. The Quaker State Ford rides in 7th position right now. Look at Johnny Gardner. Bonsai move to the inside of Michael Dawson. Or trying to get close to him. He's trying to run the shortest line down possible. As Johnny Gardner trying for the 2 position. He's got help from Jack Richards in the 25. And Johnny falls back in line. Johnny was qualified for this race last season by winning the race in Atlanta, the Bass Pro Shops 500 spring race. Hunter Carlson getting in this mix in the number 20 Crown Petroleum Chevrolet. That's the Rob Moroso car for 1990. But he's got company with Jasmine Acosta in the 6 and Jeremy Doobie in the 22. Fred Christopher in the 68 car. He's in the Season 1 All-Star race. He's got the push for the 26 of Derek Walker. And a new leader. It's Michael Dawson, the new leader in the 52 car. Jack Richards in the 25. He goes into number 2 position now. Skyland Carlson back to 3rd. $15 down, 25 to go here at Charlotte, here in the Winston Open. Jack Richards on the inside. He's got help from Jasmine Acosta in the 6. And it's Jack Richards to the number 1 position. Can he stay there? No. Here comes Jasmine Acosta on the inside. She wants the number 1 spot. But she's in 2nd right now. But she wants more than just 2nd. She wants to finish. She wants 1st place right now. And remember, in the All-Star race, no points. Just cold hard cash, if only if it were real. But right now, your transfer spots would be Jack Richards in the lead and Jasmine Acosta in 2nd. That would be transfer positions right now. But we still got 23 laps remaining in this race. Jeremy Doobie wants to get in on the fun too in the 22 car, the Maxwell House Ford. Part of that Doobie Bassett team. You can see the white streaks that come over the car. That is lighting around Charlotte that glares off the cars. Just just the nature of nighttime racing. And look at Jasmine Acosta to the number 1 position. She comes. Jeremy Doobie in the 2 position now. As the 2 Fords team up to pass the Chevrolet now. Jasmine Acosta leads that lap. 19 laps done. This time by will be halfway. This time by. They qualified here. at 206.091 miles an hour. Very fast. Out of turn number 4, Skyland Carlson trying for the second position. Jasmine leads that lap, 20 down, 20 to go. She leads the halfway lap. Hunter Carlson to the inside of Skyland Carlson, part of the Carlson team. Here comes another Acosta in the bunch. Ryan Acosta. He's making a charge for the number. He's trying to make a charge for the transfer positions now. See where he scored this time by. He's got Fred Christopher helping him in a 68 country time car. Car number 4 moves up in the 4th. Ryan Acosta. So trying to see if he can join his sister Jasmine up there. But Jack Richards following very, very close behind on the back bumper of her Ford. Hunter Carlson in the 3rd position now in the number 20 Crown Petroleum car. Here comes Jack Richards to the inside of Jasmine Acosta for the first place position. He's got it. Jack Richards to the lead. And Ryan Acosta makes the move. He goes in the 3rd. But Hunter Carlson now wants the lead, and he's got it! Drag race to the line. Who leads this lap? Hunter Carlson does. And look at this, 3 wide for a second. Fred Christopher dives to the inside of Ryan Acosta. They almost touched. Now Aaron Reed gets into the 66 car. Jockeying for position, trying to get him in position to finish 1-2 in the All Star race. As I said, the top 2 transfers into the All Star event. Aaron Reed now to the lead, or into the 2nd position now. He was in the All Star race in season 1 and 2. He wants to make his 3rd straight All Star appearance. And he's been very disappointed with his results this season in the number 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. That's the Dick Trickle car from 1990. And by the way, all 3 of the Carlsons was to be in this race, Hunter, Zach, and Skyland. But the 27 car, Zach Carlson, could not get the car started when they started up for this race. He qualified dead last in this field, but actually didn't even qualify for the race. His car was disabled, could not get it started before qualifying was to begin. Therefore, Zach pulled out of the race with problems, and he did not compete in this race, so that means he will not be in the All-Star event, obviously. A tough break for Zach, without question. He thought he had a car that could be good enough to run with these guys. Aaron Reed, now to the lead here. 12 to go. Hunter Carlson goes in a 2nd, but look who's coming back. Jasmine Acosta in the 6. She's trying to come back here, but she's got Charles Jackson in the 11 spoiling that party, and Josh Sears in the 1. Charles Jackson trying to be a spoiler on all this, and he goes in the 3rd. Well, Jasmine's car just does not want to stick low. Zed Weinstein getting this mix too. He's right behind Josh Sears in the 1 car. Jeremy Doobie coming along with him. 10 laps to go. And a lead. Meanwhile, it's still Aaron Reed out in front. Hunter Carlson in the seconds. Charles Jackson right there in third spot. 9 laps to go. Decision time. The point of the race where you gotta know when to hold him and know when to fold him. Take you through the field another time. Skyland Carlson up to 4th. Zed Weinstein in the 5th. Jeremy Doobie in 6th. 7th is Michael Dawson. Johnny Gardner coming back there in 8th. 9th right now is John Acosta. Matthew Rodriguez getting help from Jasmine Acosta in the 6th car. Matt Rod up to 10th. Ryan Acosta right up there. Ryan trying to shove his sister Jasmine up a few spots. Fred Christopher's up there. Eric Webler getting past Josh Sears. He's dropping back. Jack Richards dropped back too, as well as the 26 car Derek Walker. Jasmine Acosta trying to make that low line work. She's got the help of the 68 car of Fred Christopher. She dumps her brother Ryan, leaves him up high. See where they're scored this time by. Jasmine stays 11th. Matthew Rodriguez in the 43 car runs 10th. Back to the leaders. It's still Aaron Reed out in front. In the second is Hunter Carlson. There right now would be the top 2 positions right now. But Skyland Carlson in 21 wants to change that. Five laps to go. 4.5 when they come to the stripe. 4 to go when they come to the stripe. Aaron Reed, as I said, has been disappointed with the results so far this season. And he wants to make that up by winning this All Star Open in the Winston Open and trying to make the Winston itself. Hunter Carlson, he wants to make the race. He wants to make that race as well as the 21 of Skyland Carlson. He's within striking this as the number 2 position now. Here comes Skyland. He went to the inside of the racetrack. Not going to happen. The Carlson brothers. Hunter and Skyland. Aaron Reed still out in front. 3 laps to go. Skyland Carlson tries the inside lane. This is for the 2nd position. And Skyland Carlson the 2nd. Right now he would have the transfer spot. But he's got Aaron Reed in his crosshairs now. 2 laps to go. This time by will be the white flag. Let's see who makes a transfer into the Winston itself. Aaron Reed's got one more lap to try to hold them all off. Off into turn number 1. Aaron Reed out in front. The white flag is waved. 1 lap to go here at Charlotte. Half lap remaining. Skyland Carlson trying to close in. Through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Aaron Reed out of turn number 4. He's going to win the Winston Open. And Skyland Carlson is going to finish 2nd. He is going to make the All-Star Race. Jeremy Doobie got oh so close. A valiant try for him. He tried the inside out of turn number 4. Just could not muster enough speed. So your transfers into the All-Star Race will be Aaron Reed and Skyland Carlson. Average speed 199.095. Very, very fast. Aaron Reed the winner. Skyland Carlson 2nd. They make the All-Star Race. Then comes Jeremy Doobie, Zed Weinstein, Hunter Carlson, Johnny Gardner, John Acosta, Rodriguez, Fred Christopher, Jasmine Acosta finishes 10th. Then Jack Richards, Charles Jackson, Michael Dawson, Eric Webler, Derek Walker, Josh Sears, and Ryan Acosta. The final finishing order. So, looks like the only Acosta in this race is going to be Justin, who won at Texas. So there it is, though. Victory lane in the Winston Open is going to be Aaron Reed, and him and Skyland Carlson have made the All-Star race. We'll be back with the All-Star event. Here it is, our All-Star main event, the Winston. The All-Star race is finally here. On the pole for the race at 202.87 miles per hour. Our winner at Darlington and Richmond, Trey Campbell, who got into this race actually by winning the AAA 400 in Season 2. Starting alongside of him on the outside pole is Ann Batson. She got him by winning the Ford 400 at Homestead. She also won the spring race at Martinsville this season. Row 2, Aaron Reed starts third. He won the Winston Open. Alongside of him is Keith Batson. He won at Las Vegas this season. Got him by winning the Tums 500 at Martinsville in Season 2. Starting 5th and is on a row 3 is Alexander Dawson. He won the June race at Michigan in Season 2. And beside him, our Season 2 Castrol GTX Cup Series champion, Josh Osborne, in the number 15 car. He starts in 6th position. Starting 7th, our Jeff Bird 500 winner at Bristol, Mike Becker, and starts in 7th position. Our Season 1 Castrol GTX Cup Series champion and Season 1 Winston All Star Race champion, Dylan Poteet, starts in the 8th position. He won at Talladega this season. He earns $4.99. Starting inside of row number 5, Jake Sears, the number 10 car. He won in Atlanta, the Bass Pro Shops 500. Alongside of him, our Air Guard 400 winner from Season 2. That's how he got in. Adam Chambers. In number 17, Western Auto Chevrolet. He starts in 10th position. Row number 6, Dougie Shears, our winner at Sonoma, California in Season 2. That's how he got in. He starts 11th, and alongside of him, starting 12th, is Skyland Carlson. Finished 2nd in the Winston Open. And that's how he got into the All-Star race. Row number 7 is Jacob Rodriguez, our winner at Rockingham this season, and our Texas winner this season, Justin Acosta, in the number 9 Coors Light Ford. In shotgun in row 8, Ashley Sears, our Daytona 500 winner in the Jeff Gordon car, number 24. Alongside of her shotgun is Jack Remessen, our California winner in car 33. That is your starting lineup for the All-Star race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, the engine's about to get fired here as we are about to get underway with the All-Star race. The pace car is going to lead them down for about a half a lap. And there we are. The engines have fired up. The pole speed of the race, as I said, 202.87 miles an hour. No points awarded in this race. Just a lot of cold, hard cash. If only if it were real, I should say. It's only a game. Look at these cars lined up 2 by 2. But the next time they go around through 3 and 4, they'll be at well over 200 miles an hour. As Larry McReynolds always says on NASCAR and Fox, or him or Darrell Waltrip, either one, the night time is the right time. And that same can be true here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Here they come, the green flag waves, and the words of Darrell Waltrip, buggity, buggity, buggity! Ann Batson beats Trey Campbell to the line. Off in the turn number 1 is Trey Campbell taking a spot back. They go 3 wide right off the bat with Alexander Dawson, Aaron Reed, and Keith Batson. Look at this. Out of turn number 4. Trey Campbell leads the first lap. Alexander Dawson in the number 2 position. 40 laps to decide the entire enchilada in the All Star Race. Off of down into turn number 3 here. Alexander Dawson trying to close in. He wants to take the lead himself here. Mike Becker on the outside, trying for 3rd position. But he's got Jake Sears on the inside. The inside lane is the preferred groove here at Charlotte. We saw that in the Winston Open. Only 17 cars started this race. Or 16 cars, I should say. Jake Sears running in the 4th position right now. Here comes Jacob Rodriguez in the number 2 car. looking for 3rd position now. Jake Sears, I made a mistake on him. He rides 3rd right now. Justin Acosta running in 4th position, number 9 car. Keith Batson in 6th. Or 5th position. Meanwhile, it's still Trey Campbell out front with 4 laps into the event. 36 laps to go. Plenty of racing left. Alexander Dawson tries the inside lane. He goes into number 2. He goes into number 1 spot now. But look at Jacob Rodriguez like a shot out of a cannon. He goes into number 1 spot right off the bat with Justin Acosta in tow. And he's got Ashley Sears right behind him in the 24 car. Let's go on board with Ashley around this racetrack. Plus off in the 1st and 2nd turns now. And you are on board with Ashley Sears as she dives inside of Justin Acosta. And you're with Ashley as she takes the lead here in the All-Star Race. Ashley Sears takes car number 24 to 1st place. In the 2nd position right now is Keith Batson in the 28 car. But here comes Josh Osborne in the 15 car. You remember our last outing at Richmond, Virginia, he caused a lot of controversy, spinning out, I think, 3 or 4 cars in that race. And a lot of people were absolutely PO'd at him, I should say. Adam Chambers goes into 2nd, but only momentarily, because here comes Jack Remesser, a California winner. He's got Skyland Carlson, one of our transfers into the Winston All Star Race. He finished 2nd in the Winston Open. That's how he made it in. And he's making the most of it right now, running in 3rd. But Jack Remesson making a big run at Ashley Sears for the number 1 position. Ashley, as I said, won the Daytona 500. That's her only win this season so far. She scored 3 last season. Skyland Carlson to the inside for the number 2 position. And Ashley's brother Jake Sears in the number 10 car. He won in Atlanta, the Bass Pro Shops 500. A Chevrolet in the lead, trying to hold off trying to hold off 2 Fords. But not for long, because here comes Skyland Carlson. He's got Jake Sears helping him. But Ashley slams the door on him. 10 laps into the race now, 30 to go. Jake Sears to 2nd position. Jake Sears to 2nd. Keith Batson goes into 3rd. He wants to try for number 2 position. Keith getting a little racy here today. Or tonight, I should say. And Keith Batson takes car 28 to the number 2 position. Mike Becker, car 42, runs 3rd. He won at Bristol this season. And Mike Becker goes into 2nd place now. Right behind him is Dougie Shears. Super Shears, as they call him. Campbell, our pole sitter, goes back to the number 3 position. He's got Alexander Dawson right behind him. Alexander Dawson being pushed by Josh Osborne and Justin Acosta. And now Justin dives to the inside of both Josh and Keith Badson. And Justin Acosta now goes into number 4 position. Or actually, excuse me, make that number 5 spot, I should say. Mike Becker in 6th position. Adam Chambers to the inside of number 17. He's got Skyland Carlson helping him, as well as the other transfer, Aaron Reed, the man who won the Winston Open. Meantime, here comes Super Shears, Dougie Shears, to the inside for the lead. He's got it. Car 75 out in front, the Valvoline Pontiac. Retro 1988. Actually, excuse me, 87. That was when the body style first the paint scheme first come out, I should say. But anyway, that's paint scheme looks good out in front. Alexander Dawson now goes to number 2 position. Car 23 to Smokin' Joe's Ford. That's the Jimmy Spencer car for 1995, except Alexander Dawson does not give out crying towels. Kind of that one back. Anyway. But he goes in the number 2 position right now. Justin Acosta running 3rd. Here comes Aaron Reed to the inside of Skyland Carlson. And it's Aaron Reed at the 4th position now. Trey Campbell trying to follow suit in 5th. This time by will be 17 laps completed. 23 to go. Here comes Dylan Poteet with the help of Jake Sears. Dylan Poteet won this race in Season 1. And he's got a rocket ship right now to the inside. He blows past Aaron Reed. Dylan the 4th. Or 5th right now, excuse me. Dylan Poteet to the number 5 position. Here comes Alexander Dawson to the lead now. He takes the lead from Dougie Shears, and he's got Justin Acosta right behind him. 2 Fords out in front. Justin Acosta to the inside. He won at Texas this season. And here comes Justin Acosta. He takes the inside. The blue and white Coors Light number 9. That time by Alexander Dawson led that lap. This time might be the halfway point. Trey Campbell goes into the 2 position now. Both races he won this season were on last lap heroics. He pulled off the win at Darlington on a final lap bonsai movement, we say, on Matthew Rodriguez, and did the same thing on Jasmine Acosta to spoil her All-Star shot at Richmond. But right now, Trey is stuck up high and loses positions to Dougie Shears and Jake Sears, Mike Becker, and maybe to Adam Chambers. And indeed, Trey Campbell drops to 6th. Chambers moves into 5th. Mike Becker to the number 4 position. And trying to push Jake Sears to the number 2 position. Meanwhile, it's Justin Acosta out in front, just past halfway through this event. Jake Sears in the 2nd. Adam Chambers now down in the 3rd position now. All this racing is at 200 miles an hour. Very, very crazy stuff here at Charlotte. Alexander Dawson leading a trio of Fords on the inside. Keith Badson in the 28 car right behind him, as well as the 15 of Josh Osborne. And he gets past both Mike Becker and Dougie Shears. Skyland Carlson beginning to roll. He's bringing Ashley Sears with him in the 24 car. Skyland in the 21 machine. He scored 10th the last time I see what he is this time by. Trying to go past Josh Osborne and Mike Becker. Carlson up to 9th. Make that 8th now. As he goes past Josh Osborne. He's got Ashley Sears shoving him in the 24 car. Ashley led a little while ago. And she's been on a hot streak with a slew of top 5 and top 10 finishes. After struggling for part of the early part of the season. She's trying to do two things here tonight. Try to win the race and try to find a combination for the 600 here tonight at Charlotte. Or not tonight, but next time at Charlotte, I should say. Here comes Ashley Sears to the inside of Skyland Carlson. She takes the spot away. Move Ashley to 7th. Now she goes inside of Justin Acosta. It's Jake Sears now out in front in the number 10 car. And she's pushing the third 23 of Alexander Dawson. They go back Stray Campbell. Now here comes Ashley. Ashley Sears with a rocket ship now to the inside. Ashley to 4th. And there's the front 3. Jake Sears the leader. Adam Chambers 2nd. Keith Batson in 3rd. This time by will be 27 laps completed. There'll be 13 to go here at Charlotte. Getting down to the nitty gritty here in the All Star Race. Part of the race where you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Keith Batson making his move on Adam Chambers. Batson the 2nd. His wife Ann right now rides in 15th position. Possibly seemingly out of this race though. She's about a little over, almost 2 seconds back in the front pack. 12 to go. But the race ain't over yet though. They ever make the move to the inside though, she might be one of those where do they come from drivers. Ford leads the race. Ford in 2nd, trying to hold off a pair of Chevrolets. Who's trying to hold off a Ford right now of Justin Acosta. He runs in 5th position right now. Ashley Sears dives to the inside of Adam Chambers. Ashley Sears to 3rd. But here comes Keith Batson to the inside. Keith Batson trying for the lead on Jake Sears. And Ashley follows with Keith instead of going with her brother. Get ready for 10 laps to go here in the Winston. The final 10 laps are usually the most bizarre of them all. We'll see if that holds case. Keith Batson out in front. Ashley Sears has worked her way in the 2nd spot now after being back in the pack. Aaron Reed trying to double up from winning the Winston Open to win the Winston All Star Race. That's never happened before. Ashley Sears, now she goes to the inside. She's been fast on that low lane here. Aaron Reed shoving Ashley Sears to the lead. Ashley to the number 1 spot. But Aaron Reed's wanting more. He wants the number 1 himself. Ashley leads that lap. 8 to go. Aaron Reed now goes in a 2nd. Jake Sears in the 10 car goes in the 3rd. Here comes Aaron Reed. Aaron Reed wants the lead. And he's got the inside lane. He's going to get it out of turn 4. Drag race for the lead. Who leads that lap? Aaron Reed does. And now it's Jacob Rodriguez making a move. They go 3 wide. Rodriguez the 2nd. Jacob Rodriguez, that is. His brother Matthew did not make this race. And Jacob Rodriguez brings a Miller Jr. draft Dodge to the point. Boy, Jacob Rodriguez, like a shot out of a cannon, goes from nowhere to take the lead. 6 to go. This ain't over yet. It's only getting started. Aaron Reed the second. Keith Batson tries for second position. Adam Chambers and Trey Campbell watching all this. Fourth and fifth. Adam in the 17 rides in fourth. Trey Campbell in fifth in the 30 car. He was our pole sitter. Campbell the fourth now. Maybe third, because here he comes on the inside of Aaron Reed. Trey Campbell moves from fifth to third in one turn. Jake Sears trying to hold spot now. Alexander Dawson's in this mix too. And what did I say about Ann Batson? Here she is. Up in the top 10 now. She's not out of this. She was scored 8th the last time she's got the helper Josh Osborne, or did have the helper Josh Osborne. Josh to the inside, he's going to stick Ann up high again. Spoke too soon about Ann Batson, maybe. And they're going to stick Ann up, they're going to hang Ann out to dry. Josh Osborne to the inside, so is Dougie Shears and Ashley Sears in the 24. Meanwhile up front, here comes Keith Batson, Ann's husband to the inside. Keith to the lead. 2 laps to go. Can Keith Batson hold them all off to win the All-Star, to win the Winston? Not if Jacob Rodriguez has got anything to say about that. Nor Aaron Reed. Reed to the inside. He wants to double up for the Winston Open. This time by is going to be the White is on one more lap to go in the Winston. Keith Batson out in front. Jake Sears to the inside for second. He's got it. He's got Alexander Dawson shoving him. Jake Sears coming on like a rocket. Through the third and fourth turns now. Jake Sears closing in out of turn number 4, but it's not going to happen. Keith Batson has won the Winston here at Charlotte. What a finish! The biggest win, I'm sure, of his career in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Wow! Keith Batson has pulled it off. Car 28 goes to victory lane. There's the average speed, 197.915, almost 198 miles an hour. What a finish. Keith Batson the winner. Jake Sears finished second. Alexander Dawson third. Jacob Rodriguez fourth. Trey Campbell comes home fifth. Aaron Reed sixth. Dougie Shears seventh. Josh Osborne eighth. Ashley Sears finishes ninth. Adam Chambers comes home 10th. Then Jack Remessen, Justin Acosta, Skyland Carlson, Dylan Poteet, Mike Becker, and poor Ann Batson was up in the top 10, drops to dead last. Not what she wanted. But the bright side for her is that her husband Keith is in victory lane here at Charlotte. The Doobie Batson team has done it here today at Charlotte, North Carolina. And stay tuned when we go back to Close 600 coming up next.